Hey everyone, it's Dr. Ramani. Welcome to this YouTube channel on narcissism. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Back to our favorite proverb series. This is a really lovely proverb. Don't know if any of you have heard it before, but it goes like this. In love, there is always one who kisses and one who offers the cheek. So this proverb, it is a French proverb, and I thought I was very interested in it when I read it. And as you know, like I said, proverbs are kind of 50-50. Some are great narcissism messages, and some are kind of enabling. But like I said, this particular proverb is a French proverb. It is circulated over time, and obviously in its simplest terms, it's the idea that in most relationships, one person in a relationship loves more than the other, or at least feels entitled to the other person in the relationship reaching out and doing more of the work. I mean, I think that this is a dynamic that may even be true in healthy relationships. And for those of you in long-term relationships, you may even reflect on the idea that there were times when there was one person who would offer the cheek, and then at other times in your relationship, there was someone else. So you would notice that sort of there was an equitable, sort of difference in equitability in terms of how the relationship played out. But in the narcissistic relationship, maybe for a minute during the love bombing stage, when they are trying to win you over, maybe then they are reaching in to kiss you more. But once that's over, it will always be them who offers the cheek. And trust me, that the months when they are trying to win you over, the game is what makes that interesting to them. And from that point forward, once the love bombing is over, they will expect you and everyone else to be leaning in to kiss them. Now, everyone always wants to know, do the narcissists really believe their hype? Do they really think they deserve us to be kissing their cheek, their ring, or their ass? Superficially, yes. Narcissistic people don't like rejection or abandonment, and they love control and domination, and they like the idea that someone else has to do the work to reach in and to kiss them. So they offer the cheek, and we keep reaching in to kiss them. Why do we do that? I recently talked to a group of people about that idea of the list that people make for what they might be looking for in a partner, and that idea of somebody sort of ticking all the boxes. That's an idea that may matter more in romantic relationships, but also has relevance to all relationships, work, family, friends. The narcissists often have the cheeks we want to kiss, because too many of us make the mistake of viewing qualities like credentials, success, money, achievements, appearance as what's important. We are told that these folks are a catch, whatever that means. In the workplace, it could be a prestigious company or university or hospital or other agency, so we feel we need to lean in to work at that place and kiss the cheek. The problem with this is that there is a power differential from the jump. When you throw trauma bonding into the mix, the internalized messages that too many of us have from childhood that we are not enough is a problem. Then there is that likelihood of the feeling that leaning in to kiss them is as good as it gets for us because no one's going to lean in and kiss us. And to ask for anything more is hubris. For example, the idea that maybe they'd lean in to kiss us, well, that's way too much to ask. So that combination of the people who are almost socialized to believe that they have to lean in and kiss the cheek of unempathic, invalidating, narcissistic parents really does create a world of kissers and kissees. We must break out of the habit of thinking we are lucky to be with the narcissist, or when the narcissist goes away, that we will not find someone else. That's a load of nonsense. After they depart our lives, we may actually find someone healthy, or just be good with being alone for a while and finding our own stride. Narcissistic relationships are about a difference in power, not necessarily the power that comes from strength or money or influence, but the power that comes from not playing on an even playing field and getting to be on the higher part of that playing field. Narcissistic people are willing to manipulate and take advantage and gaslight in a relationship to get their way and maintain their reality. and we are just thinking that they are on the same page with us and that they have the same definition of love. They simply don't. One of the worst legacies of growing up in a narcissistic household is to end up with the idea that you're lucky that someone wants to be your friend or your partner or hire you or work with you. I got to be fully honest, as a survivor, that's actually one of my core wounds. And I'm still surprised when somebody actually wants to be friends with me or hang out with me. So that legacy means you are more likely to lean in and do all the kissing and do all of the work. Breaking out of those thought patterns becomes critical to get out of the cycle that you believe someone is doing you a favor by loving you. It's difficult for survivors of narcissistic abuse to lean back and recognize that sometimes they are worthy of having someone lean in and kiss them, and that healthy relationships involve some being kissed and some reaching out and doing the kissing. The imbalance in mutuality is a hallmark of a narcissistic relationship because narcissistic folks use relationships as a way to get their own needs met exclusively with little regard for yours. So it's a lot of them sticking their cheek out and waiting for the kiss. You are worthy of being the one being reached in for, whose cheek is to be kissed, not just during the love bombing period, but far beyond that. If you feel you have to lean in because that was your family role, or you were told or experienced that you were not enough, or that you're so lucky to be in this relationship, be careful. Now, you don't need to start counting kisses, but ask yourself, how much of the heavy lifting are you doing in this relationship? If it's a narcissistic relationship, then I'm guessing you're doing most of it. Thanks again.